Hey everybody, welcome to day 3 of GSL. We're going into Group C here in the round of 20. How you doing, Tastosis?
Tastosis, I'm doing quite well. Hey, how about yourself?
I'm good. I'm good. I think today's group is going to be an interesting one.
Here's our results so far, guys. We do have 2 Zergs and 2 Terrans so far getting through. Today we do have 2 Protoss playing, but again, Nightmare we can't see with too much of a chance, so kind of hoping here that Zaun can have a good day, but of course if he does, that means that either Beyond or Rogue is going to have a bad day.
Yes. Yes, that would be...
It's not a zero-sum game here, Tasteless.
It's like a...
Oh, wait, no, it is a zero-sum game.
the whole way that these brackets operated is the most zero-sum game there could be. But who knows, maybe in the future we'll just give trophies to all the players, Tastosis. What do you think about that?
That's the world I want to live in.
That's the world where the pro gamers grow up okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, good to be back here with GSL Code S. This is going to be a quite possibly very one-sided one. I mean, Rogue is one of the GOATs, man, one of the most dominant players of all time. Making cat ears with the results here in the last GSLs on our graph.
Yeah, you're right. That is cat ears. Yeah, that's a lot of Road Ravager coming up right now. Rogue up about 70 supply here. Okay, an offensive blink into that. I mean, he already knew he was dead anyways.
Yeah. That was like you blinked through the katana and cut yourself in half. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
that is what that's like.
Leatherface is coming after you with a chainsaw, and instead of blinking away, you blink through the chainsaw. You blink on top of it, it just gets split immediately. That's what that is.
Oh my gosh.
But now, now that was pretty sick.
That was
Double
good.
block on the pool. But yeah, I mean, it's something you got to keep in mind is like when you see these guys, or this guy, I should say, kind of mess his strategy up that badly. It's always interesting to see how they're going to play from here on out, you know? Why are you laughing at me?
I watched you put this thought together. If I was watching you stream right now, I'd be typing Peepo notes, okay?
Thank you, Tastosis. You're so mean to me, Tastosis. It's just supposed to be my turn to try to say the thing, and I do my best. I open up different doors in my brain and kind of see what's in there, and sometimes I've got 2 doors open at once, and I'm trying to take 2 things out at once.
Yeah. Well, that's why
they both turn out to be dumb, and I'm trying to put them back in there, but not let people know what's going on. And
now, it has crossed my mind that possibly the Zerg Illuminati had a meeting on Discord the other day and said, Rogue, you've won a lot of money, you've won a lot of tournaments. It's time to take one for the team. Okay, we need Protosses in the next round of GSL so that we can keep the balance as it is.
They had that meeting in the woods where they're all wearing bird masks and capes. Yeah. They're like, how do we just keep winning tournaments for a few more years? They said, while drinking children's blood from goblets.
Yeah.
And then one of the Zergs looked at the other. I mean, they don't know who it is because they all have bird masks on, right? But he said, why don't we just drop a game to Nightmare?
They don't know who each other are, but like, we know their accents very well. I'm like, okay, well, that's a Finnish accent right there.
That's definitely Korean.
That's quite Italian right there, that accent.
Yeah, man. Zerg Illuminati. Like, have you ever noticed that the pyramid on the dollar bill looks like a hatchery?
That's funny because it would look like a nexus.
No, exactly.
That is especially funny.
I feel like the ZVP, the Protoss is favored. But I do feel like in the late game, the Zerg gets better. So personally, I think the Protoss, they find it harder to face Terran players instead of Zerg players. So that's what I think. There was no upset today in Rogue's advancement to round of 10. So before you go, anything you want to say? You know, today it's been quite an easy road to round 10. And I will try hard from the round 10 to the finals in this season of GSL. Once again, congratulations, Rogue. Thank you.
Oh, it's a lot easier to keep a straight face when you got a mask on, isn't it? Oh my God.
We were laughing during that interview.
Woo! Not only is Protoss favored against Zerg, but Protoss are more afraid of Terrans than Zerg players. Let me write that one down real quick. Okay, so Rogue advances.
The Zerg Illuminati are putting that on the new dollar bill. We are back, and it's time to do the losers match. Beyond versus Nightmare is up next. And let's not forget, man, Nightmare took a piece of Rogue in his best of 3. If you can beat Rogue in a game, you can beat anybody. Right now, he's got to beat Beyond.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're not entirely sure how Nightmare is going to play here today because, you know, you had a couple of oof games and one really, really good game. So that's, you know, 66% of the time it's oof and like only 33% of the time he's a super Gosu. So like, what does that mean? We're like, how is he going to play against Beyond?
But 33% of the time it's super Gosu 100% of the time.
That's true. So it's really coin flip is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, Protosses are more afraid of Terrans than Zerg, so...
Yeah, well, Rogue filled us in on that one. That was a little insider info there.
That was the greatest interview since Maru destroyed a really hard group and said he played at 40%. You know, I can't stop thinking about that Rogue interview. And, like, I'm thinking to myself, like, you know what we should do, Tasteless, is when innovation gets out of the military, we need to sit Rogue and Innovation down and just, like, make them have a conversation about balance on camera.
I think we should. I think
like that would be the greatest. That would be the. You know what? The funny thing is, they'd probably end up agreeing at the end that Protoss needs nerfs. Like maybe something like that.
Yeah, that would no doubt be a journey of truth to get to the core of what's really going on. Shining. I mean, that interview was just so funny to me. It's like, actually, they're even more afraid of the other race. I'm like, well, then what does this tournament mean? What about the thing that we're all counting? I think so.
Could be a Robo. That's an okay location for a Robo, I think.
Robo would be actually probably more exciting, but it's not.
Oh, boo.
Oh, boo. Oh, poo-poo on this game.
Now, but do you think it's a Void Ray?
Well,
we don't care that he found it. It's fine.
Let's see.
He's looking for the probe.
Yeah. Can the Reaper kill the pylon in time?
This is so. It's such a funny little thing, right? Because like, if you really focus on trying to kill the pylon, then they just run up and make one, and the probe dies. But you get the pylon, so it's like not really worthwhile.
Watching a Reaper attack like a pylon is really a moment that kind of brings. You know, this is all sci-fi, but that really becomes too real. It's like me trying to destroy any building with a gun.
Yeah,
you know?
it's hard, especially with those
like,
little
Nick,
handguns.
Tastosis, are you trying to destroy that outhouse? I'm like, yeah, I just have to go through about 60 more bullets before this thing is completely gone.
Yeah.
What? Okay, and then that gets spotted.
Yeah.
Nightmare.
It is a nightmare.
This is a nightmare if you're him.
Well, he can always just cancel it again like he did against
Rogue. Find out he's playing that game with no pants on right now, Tastosis.
And he cancels after getting the SCV out of there. I feel like we need to make a nickname for Nightmare at this point. Something about canceling the Dark Shrine. Call him Dark Cancel.
It's so dumb.
Or Fake Shrine, maybe?
Yeah.
That's his calling card, is to start a Dark Shrine but never finish it.
To then cancel it and GG out of the game. It's like sick.
I knew Dark Shrines took a long time, but Nightmare games, like he starts them in 2 minutes and finishes them at 30. What do you think, Tasteless? How's it going?
I'm worried for our boy Cancel Shrine or whatever you called him.
Dark Cancel.
Dark Cancel, thank you. I don't know, man. I'm just trying to look at this game and think, like, all right, you know, how are you going to handle this against Beyond, who's sort of known for two-base powering, right?
Okay, he scouts the Dark Shrine. He finished it.
He finished it. What?
Dark Cancel.
Now it's going to be Dark Finish.
I know, that's not a good nickname. That's most people.
I actually think Dark Finish is probably better than Dark Cancel, to be honest as a name.
It might be. Probably as a strategy as well, honestly. All right, well, you heard it here first, guys, from two former world champions in Rogue and Bjorn. Protoss is favored against Zerg, and Protoss is favored against Terran. It has to be something wrong with the humans playing Protoss, that they haven't won a GSL since 2017. It's been 5 years.
You're probably wondering, what do Protoss players think about that? Well, we won't know because they won't get the interviews when they don't win. So it might remain a mystery, but right now, guys, we're going to Warcraft 2 race numbers, just humans and orcs.
Yeah.
Until we get a Protoss to go through. But you know what? Trap over there looking like a dark priest. I would say, first of all, yes, you can know all my sins. And then second of all, I think he's going to maybe make it out.
The solar picture looks like he was photoshopped onto that. I am not kidding.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's been an interesting day. We definitely had some sloppy games. We had some great games, too. Rogue definitely looking stronger than everybody. Zaun, unfortunately, being eliminated there. It's always great to have Bjorn doing well. I hope that he can keep, like, that last series, that quality of game, because I want to watch him play that well, but the other series, like the series against Nightmare, that's honestly not even, I don't expect to see that in Codes. I want better than that, you know?
I've been trying to think of a funny joke to make with these gloves. We found these gloves on the ground before the show started.
You guys have no idea how funny this is, because it's like there's just, these gloves were just laying on the floor. Yeah. And so Tastosis found them, and he just...
I've just been wearing them.
He wore them to cast.
And I've been touching Dan during the cast with the gloves like this. It's
like, yeah. He found gloves on the ground, and so he's like, well, I should wear these. So I guess it doesn't even make sense. Why would someone do that?
But look at how cool I look with these. I look like I could be inspecting a crime scene. I'm like, and this was the victim's phone, you know?
It's just, it's so funny to me that, like, they're on the ground, and, like, in your brain somehow you're like, I need to wear those while I do my job
What
today.
I should have done is just keep these on and never talk about them, and then eventually see if other casters elsewhere are also wearing gloves.
Everyone starts wearing gloves.
Yeah.
That's a secret
Years
of
later, they're like,
power.
what's going on here?
Oh, my God.
I can't wear these things anymore. My hands are sweating like crazy.
Oh my God.
Guys, it was a good day of games today, but I want to see how many Protosses actually get to the round of 10, because, and look, this may not end up being a factor as we get closer and closer to the end. Like, one Protoss does make it to the Final Four, maybe even two, but can get scary sometimes, man. New patch, you know, some things about Protoss were nerfed, and I don't know, some would argue that Protoss weren't winning very many GSLs.
Yeah,
for the last couple of years.
2017 Season 1.
Let's see what happens. Guys, we're going to be back on Thursday. Thank you so much for joining us. We love you. Stay safe. Bye-bye.